Hey, contact center, customer experience friends, thank you for coming to the channel. This may be the only one I do. I may have to change the title of the channel. If this isn't adopted, I put out a post to LinkedIn just asking for feedback, ideas, concepts, interest. And I always believe in getting, the people that will consume the information, getting their insights and feedback. But essentially, I'm going to record this and post it on my channel just to get it out there. So if you come to this and you happen to find it, you get to hear the first the first video of my idea for origins and journeys, within the contact center and customer experience space. So I get to start out with me. So I think many of you have probably heard bits and pieces, but let me try to put this together in one consistent, uncut video, and hopefully you enjoy it. So, as many of you know, I started out in this industry as an agent on the phones, and I got an opportunity to train a group of people, on what I was doing, and I found out quickly that I really enjoyed being up in front of a group and sharing my insights and having conversations in that type of manner. So I realized that at the time I thought training might be the right thing for me. So I took that little experience and I turned it into a training job at a small contact center. And then from there, and I realized that, I really liked the leadership piece of it, and that kind of led me down that path. Also, at that same time, this was the first time I ever really got my hands on technology in the call center back then. And I was able to take a physical server and pull a board out. And at the time, the old servers, I mean, we're talking green screen days, were pretty big. And I, of course, had no fear about potentially breaking this, hundreds of thousands of dollars pieces of equipment. Silly that I look back at it now. I had no idea, other than, how to turn a screwdriver. And, so but I was able to replace a board and put it in there and work on the system. And actually, I was kind of hooked and realized that I had an ability and an interest around technology and understanding it. But either way, I then moved on into leadership in centers, started some centers, helped recover some failing ones. And then, gosh, it was probably 20-ish years ago. I met my mentor. I had actually bought the system, an old TouchStar system from their organization at the time, and they were small, up and coming. And they negotiated this great deal that worked for me in the business that I was a partner in. And but unfortunately, we were reselling telecom, and the Global Crossing, or sorry, WorldCom, bankruptcy went in, and unfortunately, we were one of many during that time that just got stuck with not being able to really really make our bills, pay for our employees. So we unfortunately had to file bankruptcy and shut down. And I drove the server out to Colorado to meet, Steve Biederman and his team, and he interviewed me on the spot. And before I knew it, I was in contact center technology, building a training group, for the company. And that has since taken me to all over the world. I got to run Europe, Middle East, Asia Pacific under Steve's guidance. I've then expanded into running sales and marketing, running operations, doing some startups, doing all kinds of things. Everything in a software company inside our industry, I've ran that group minus development. I'm not a coder. I've tried to learn, and I don't know, it just doesn't stick for me. But more recently, I have gone out on my own and I've started to consult for software companies, either new entries into the market or existing entries that were getting ready to scale, and really help them understand, processes, people, their from top down vision, mission, down to operational processes. But in the end, this journey has provided somebody who absolutely had no background, no college degree, no experience and opportunity to grow from literally the very lowest spot as an agent on the phones, all the way up into software executive and travel the world and spend time in Asia and in Europe in contact centers and working with software companies all over the world. So again, the reason for the origins and journeys, concept for me is really boils down to the idea of providing people a voice to be able to tell their story that have the same kind of passion that I do about the endless opportunities inside the contact center and customer experience markets. Um, it's such a unique environment where you can literally start from nothing, and through passion, through constant improvement, through learning and development, really turn it into any kind of career you want in any aspect. Whether you want to go like me into the technology side, or you want to lead contact centers, or you want to take the knowledge and the information of running contact centers into alternate businesses or start your own. It's a tremendous platform. There's so much to learn. When you're running contact centers, the KPI management, the people management, the motivation, the engagement of how to work with employees, how to hire, when necessary, how to terminate, running budgets, managing overall KPI performance for large groups of people. You just don't get anything like it outside of the contact center and customer experience space. And I keep including customer experience, and I want to be very clear. Customer experience became a part of our world, quite a few years back, 10, 12 years ago, when the journals started really talking about it. And everything inside a contact center, from sales to collections to customer service to support, it's all a part of customer experience. Everything we do in a contact center is customer experience. However, everything in customer experience is not contact centers. So I always struggle a little bit with the CX and contact center discussion, but we do kind of lump them together, just because, again, everything we do in contact centers is customer experience. So I very much don't want to exclude that portion of our industry and those talking points, because there are some amazing people who really focus on the journeys and the experiences, both within the contact center and within the digital journey, the buyer's journey, all those pieces. But they do very much impact our industry in the contact center space. So with that, I'll end this video. This is my origin, my journey, and I look forward to, hopefully, if I get a lot of positive feedback, putting together more of these, and posting them to the channel. But if you did bump into this and you made it all the way to the end, thank you very much. I really appreciate you, and have a great rest of your day.